Hi everyone, Ukrainian accent with you. Today I've got quite nostalgia mood, so I've decided to make review on a series from my childhood, The 10th Kingdom. It is an American fantasy series from 2000. Are you asking if I'm old? Haha, of course I am. And it is quite popular series in Ukraine. I think so. I hope so. At least it was popular for me and my sister. What series evoked nostalgia for you? Write their names in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It would really help to promote my channel so that more people can watch it. If you want to support my channel in other ways, you can donate and buy me a coffee. So, let's get started with our review. The story begins in New York City, where a young woman named Virginia Lewis lives with her dad, Anthony Lewis, in one of the apartment blocks near Central Park. Virginia works as a waitress and dreams of one day running her own restaurant.
Big boss.
Her dad, Anthony, or just Tony, is a caretaker in the apartment block. However, Virginia's mother left the family and disappeared without a trace when Virginia was 7. While Virginia is on her way to work, in the parallel world of the 9 magical kingdoms, Prince Wendell, the grandson of Snow White and the future king of the 4th kingdom, is on his way to prison. He is going to visit his stepmother, the evil queen. However, the queen manages to escape from the prison with the help of the Troll King and his children. She has a plan to conquer the 4th kingdom, so she turns Prince Wendell into a golden retriever, while her own retriever is transformed into the prince. In a panicked state, the transformed prince flees and stumbles across a mirror portal, which transports him to New York City. The Troll King tasks his children Barley, Blabblewort and Bluebell to catch the escaped prince for the queen.
It's not that hard, Scott. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
At the same time, the queen releases the man who deserves the title of the most charismatic red flag, the wolf. So the queen ordered him to catch the prince before the trolls.
Завжди. Віддай мені свою волю.
In our world, the prince crashes into Virginia and she takes him with her. Moments later, the trolls and then the wolf enter our realm. The trolls quickly adapt to our world and give it a name.
Як ми її нарікаємо?
10-те королівство. 10-те королівство.
They also confront Virginia, but she manages to trap them in a broken lift, while she herself, along with the prince, heads to her grandmother's place. The wolf learns Virginia's grandmother's address from Tony. He exchanges this information for a magical bean that grants 6 of the most secret wishes.
Ні, це звичайна угода із 6 бажаннями. Не можна змінювати бажання, не можна загадувати ще 5 чи 1000. Ну ж бо, це чесна угода.
The wolf finds her grandmother and tries to inspire trust and starts to cook her.
Буде злочин. І не кулінарний злочин.
Then he meets Virginia and falls in love with her. But she declines his feelings. At the same time, Tony reveals all the advantages of the magic bean. He wishes for his boss and all his family to serve him, endless supplies of beer, a vacuum cleaner that cleans itself, and millions of dollars. But all his wishes turn into troubles. Moreover, the police arrest Tony for bank robbery. While Tony is dealing with the police, the wolf is undergoing therapy. He realizes that he wants to change and heads to the market to get all the psychological books.
Дякую.
Зачекайте, ви не заплатили.
Tony manages to escape from the police by making one more wish. He meets Virginia and the prince in the Central Park, where trolls, the police and the wolf chase them. The prince tries to explain something, but no one understands him. So Tony wishes to understand him. The prince urges them to travel back to the prison of the 9th kingdom through the magic mirror. Then, the heroes receive a bit of lore from the prince.
Завжди хвилинку. Що все це означає? Тут живуть попелюшка, спляча красуня і всілякі казки?
Meanwhile, the troll also returned to the Nine Kingdoms, locked Tony in a prison cell and kidnapped Virginia. Trolls want to torture Virginia to find out about her world.
Я скажу вам усе, що ви хочете.
Спочатку тортури, потім розмови. Так буде краще.
Luckily, the wolf rescues her and they run away. As Virginia and the wolf are on their way to rescue Tony, he is attempting to escape from the prison with the prince. But all his attempts end like this.
Відведіть його вниз і дайте 50 ударів бобовими різками. Негайно!
Meanwhile, the main prison guard orders to get rid of unnecessary items, including the magic mirror. Tony manages to save it from breaking. Moreover, Tony discovers that his cellmates are planning to escape and he decides to follow them. Eventually, Tony, Wolf and Virginia, who has rescued Prince from the prison, meet up and head to find the mirror. And another problem arises before the heroes.
Це нам за що?
Tony, succumbing to the temptation to use the opportunities of the magical river goldfish, accidentally turns the trolls and the prince into pure gold. Meanwhile, the evil queen returns to the abandoned castle. Using the magic mirrors inherited from the Snow White's evil stepmother, she tries to locate Prince Wendel's whereabouts in the body of a dog, but only discovers that he is not traveling alone and some magic prevents her from finding out exactly with whom. Realizing that the trolls and the wolf are completely useless, she sends a man with his own incredible soundtrack to search for the dog. The Huntsman.
Який ходить, от він все знає і все життя прохавав.
He follows our heroes who encounter a camp of gypsies in the magical forest.
Гостинність не варта пісні.
Я не вмію. Гаразд.
Скільки себе пам'ятаю.
Дуже гарно.
But after Virginia frees the enchanted birds that were previously captured by the gypsies for sale, the witch curses her. Virginia's hair begins to grow at an incredible speed. The huntsman manages to capture Virginia and hides her inside a huge hollow tree. Tony and Wolf rescue her.
Кохання мого життя! Скинь вниз свої прекрасні локони!
And injure the huntsman. Also, with the help of the grateful enchanted birds for their rescue, they obtain a magical axe with which they manage to cut off Virginia's cursed hair. The evil queen's plan goes to hell because preparing the fake prince for the coronation day takes more time than she thought. Another problem for her is the Troll King Joker, who, having broken free from subjugation, decides by force to seize the Fourth Kingdom, which was not part of the Evil Queen's plans. So she goes to the grave of the Evil Queen I and starts complaining her. The Evil Queen I gives advice to use poisoned apples, and it works. The search for the mirror leads the heroes to a village where the wolf's periods, the full moon, become.
Що з тобою?
Прокляття! Мені треба лягти.
They discover that the village judge has bought the mirror, so the heroes decide to win a contest for the best shepherdess in order to obtain it. However, they face a problem as the Pips family always wins every contest by cheating with the power of a magical well. Tony accidentally uncovers their deception, allowing Virginia to win the mirror with a song in the first round. He transforms the golden statue of the prince back into a living one and assists Virginia in winning the second round of the competition. Meanwhile, the wolf struggles with his wolf nature and gets into trouble.
Саллі Піп убили! Ми упіймали його!
Instead of returning home, Virginia and Tony must rescue him. The wolf is accused of killing the shepherdess and faces the threat of being burned at the stake. After revealing the real murderer and saving the wolf from the trouble, the heroes have to continue their journey. Because once again the mirror slips from their hands.
Що? Куди подівся віз?
І наше дзеркало?
Мій син Джон повіз свиней на базар лише 2 години тому.
Куди саме?
So they arrive to the City of Kisses, the most romantic place in the Nine Kingdom. The most popular monument for taking photos in the City of Kisses is Snow White's coffin. Still, Virginia and the wolf take a picture there. So, to obtain the mirror, which costs 500 coins, the group of friends must purchase it in an auction. They attempt to raise the necessary amount of money by winning it at the casino. The wolf has the most luck, but he ends up spending all the money on gifts for Virginia. This angers Virginia, causing her to drive him away. And instead of taking responsibility for his actions, the wolf pities himself.
Ти повернешся до мене.
Це дуже складна ситуація.
Fortunately, the prince manages to win enough money to participate in the auction, but the mirror is ultimately bought by the huntsman. Shortly after, by tricking the huntsman, Tony finally acquires the mirror, but he accidentally drops and smashes it, bringing upon himself 7 years of complete failure.
Дуже важко.
Despite this setback, the 3 heroes discovered that the mirror was crafted by dwarves, prompting them to a journey to Dragon Mountains to inquire whether more travel mirrors were made. In the dwarves' underground chambers, the heroes learn that a similar travel mirror is located in the castle of the Evil Queen. Tony's failure incites the anger of the dwarves, and while attempting to escape their wrath, he injures his back. Meanwhile, Virginia encounters the spirit of Snow White, who grants her wish to heal and lift the curse of misfortune from Tony. Peering into the magic mirror given to her by Snow White, Virginia sees the Evil Queen, and Tony recognizes her as his vanished wife, Christine, Virginia's mother.
Сказати, що я була шокована, це нічого не сказати.
Meanwhile, the Evil Queen transports the fake prince to Wendell's castle and prepares for his coronation. She plans to conquer all 9 kingdoms, intending to kill all the guests at the ball. The true prince is also brought to the castle by trolls who join forces with the huntsman. Virginia and Tony's further path leads through the enchanted forest, where they become separated by fairies. Virginia finds herself in the crypt of the Swamp Witch, or the Evil Queen the First. There she obtains a poisoned comb. Afterward, Virginia reunites with his father on a mushroom island. Intoxicated by swamp water and mushrooms, Virginia and Tony find themselves in grave danger, but the wolf arrives in time to rescue them. At last, Virginia comes to terms with her feelings for the wolf and confesses her love for him.
Як я хочу. Я хочу страсть показати.
The trio covertly infiltrates Prince Wendell's castle and locates the traveling mirror. However, their plans are thwarted by the arrival of the huntsman and the Evil Queen. Furthermore, the wolf serves to the queen now.
Я добре впорався, ваша величність.
Просто неймовірно.
Що?
Unable to return to New York, Virginia and Anthony are imprisoned in the dungeon. There, Tony reveals the truth to his daughter about her mother, that she suffered from mental illness and attempted to kill Virginia when she was young.
Вона намагалася втопити тебе.
Як це втопити?
Later, Tony and shocked Virginia devise a plan to escape from the dungeon. Meanwhile, the fake prince demonstrates all power of the storytelling.
Розкажи. Розкажи нам історію. Розкажи.
Заходи до хати. Бабай волохатий.
Narrating 3 tales that showcase his bravery, wisdom, and modesty. The guests of the new king and the rulers of the other 8 kingdoms raise their glasses for a royal toast and drop dead instantly, as the glasses contained the deadliest poison prepared by the chef, the wolf. While Anthony fights with the trolls, Virginia unsuccessfully tries to make the Evil Queen remember that she is her daughter. The huntsman prepares to shoot Virginia with a crossbow, but he is knocked down by Wolf. The arrow flies up and then down, hitting the huntsman himself.
Bruh.
In a desperate struggle, Virginia manages to scratch the queen with a poisoned comb. And in the queen's final moments, Christine recognizes Virginia and calls her her little girl. The poisoned guests awaken, realizing that the wine was spiked with sleeping powder by Wolf, who was pretending to be on the evil queen's side. Wendell and the dog retrieve their bodies and the coronation proceeds as planned, and the heroes are rewarded for their bravery. The wolf and pregnant Virginia return to New York, while Anthony decides to stay in the Fourth Kingdom, accepting King Wendell's offer to build an amusement castle. On this positive note, the story comes to an end. Well, what can I say? You know, I can't criticize this series because it invokes a lot of nostalgia feelings. I enjoy everything about the 10th Kingdom, from its storyline to its soundtracks. Have you seen these cute graphics? It's amazing! And while the Ukrainian dubbing is excellent, I can't guarantee its accuracy. Still, I want to present some Ukrainian phrases from this series. But before that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Moreover, if you want to support Ukraine in our fight against real evil, you can donate to the official funds. All the links you will find below the video. Thank you for your watching, and now the Ukrainian phrases.
Get the hell out of my apartment. Забирайся геть з моєї квартири.
Нічого не кажи.
Я називатиму слова, а ви кажіть перше, що спадає на думку.
Час пішов.
Маєш утомлений вигляд.